Hi boys and girls. Today we're going to make a spider and add just a little bit of clay happy to it. Here's an example of one. Here's another example. Now this is just with crayons or markers. Here's another example. There's some magic model clay. Here's another example, and kind of did the string going to the web and little eyebrows. Alright, so however you want to do it is up to you. I'm going to show you how to draw the spider. So we're going to start with 2 eyeballs on this spider. So here's an eyeball, here's an eyeball. Just 2 circles right next to each other. Then we want to put a little dot in each of the eyeballs. And then go ahead on one side of the eyeball, continue a circle around, and that's pretty much your spider. Give him some eyebrows. Give him a string that goes to a web. And now he needs some legs. Spiders always have 4 legs. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't have to be perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you're happy with your spider and his legs, he needs a mouth. So kind of put a straight line there, and then kind of like a smile here. Give your spider some little spidery teeth and a tongue, which is kind of like a whoop whoop there. Alright, now go ahead and take your black crayon or thin marker, whatever you happen to have access to, it doesn't matter. Go over the lines. And then just kind of draw it around. Go over his little legs. I'd like to think this is kind of like a happy spider. Alright, once you have gone over your spider with a dark color, crayon or marker, then I would take my eraser. I'd erase all those pencil lines. Oops, I forgot to do the dots of his eyes. I want to make those just a little bigger. There we go. And you're just going to erase all those pencil lines that the dark colored crayon or marker did not cover up. Alright, next I want to add some color to this guy. I'm going to go ahead and abracadabra this up. Poof! Alrighty, boys and girls, so now we've added some color, and I want to go ahead and add some clay. So you're going to get a little bit of clay, whether it's Play-Doh or Magic Model or whatever it is. And it's going to be a little bit bigger than a pea, but less than a grape. So with that clay, you're going to decide, I think I want to go over all of the legs. You don't have to do the legs. You could do the eyebrows. You can add whatever effects you want. But there are 8 legs, so I'm going to take what I get, and I am going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to cut this into 4 pieces. There's 4 on this side, and I'm going to cut this into 4 pieces. Just going to pull it apart with my hands. And therefore, I'm going to take all these little pieces, and I'm going to roll them. Just going to roll them like this so that they go over the legs. There's one. And I don't want it perfect because I want the spider to have character. Whoops, that one came apart. But that's no problem. You just put it back together. Kind of rolled a little aggressively there. Just kind of roll it where the biggest part of the leg is. And it's okay if it doesn't cover the whole leg. So just kind of roll it. Along the biggest part. And when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then you can just kind of set those aside. And then I'm going to start with this side. And you know what? I'm going to just kind of lay it on top. This one's a little longer than the leg. Not by much, but a little bit. I'm just going to lay it on here. I want one. I need just a little bit right there to make it a little longer. So you just kind of take one to give to the other. When it covers it, just kind of tap it down a little bit. When I get to the last legs, just kind of eyeball it to see which piece makes sense using. This is a short guy, so I want a little guy. I don't want a big guy for him. I think I might take part of that in case another leg is. Alright, now I'm going to go to the other side. And just kind of tap it down. Cut and paste. If one leg is too long, just add it to the other one. And if it, see how it's got character and that they're kind of like not perfect? That's awesome. Oh, this one needs a little bit more. Sometimes you can just roll it a little bit on the paper. Kind of stretch, push and stretch just a little bit. Ooh, this one needs to be a lot longer. Kind of push and stretch it. Add a little bit more. Maybe your neighbor doesn't use that much, and you could borrow some of your neighbors. But anyway, there you go. Your spider now has legs. Thank you so much for listening, boys and girls. I really appreciate it.